Hi there, traders. This is Brad Gilbert with today's trading action. All right, now this is the big day, right? Tuesday. We're coming into the prime sort of trading time. We've got US CPI numbers, right? That's why it's so prime because this is probably the key number globally at the moment, right? Everything emanates from the US and the Fed. This is the key number they're looking at to gauge what they're going to do with interest rates, right? So that's really key. We've got the RBA in Australia cutting rates today. Well, the market's fully factored that in. So if they don't, it's going to rally. And then you've got the UK employment numbers and the German ZEW numbers, right? So a bit for everyone across the different time zones. Now, it does look really good, right? If you come into the hourly charts, right, and if you're not chasing the market every day, you get to enjoy moments where there's builds up of pressure. You can see exactly what's going on. There's a little bit of repositioning, right? Some dollar shorts, US dollar shorts taken back, probably ahead of the US CPI numbers, and you see dollar Swiss a little bit higher, dollar yen edging higher, dollar CAD as well, and the dollar block, euro, sterling, Aussie, Kiwi, sort of just losing a bit of shine from last week's sort of, I'd say, minor rally, right? It sort of rallied 100 points, but we're waiting for the big number, and this is it, right? So there's nothing more sort of to really be done. And if you're looking at, let me just blow up sterling here, right? You look at the sort of short-term chart here. Well, or short-term trend line, I should say. The hourly trend line, it's just drifted through, but just taking out a few stops and just drifting sideways. There's really no momentum. And this is because traders globally, and not just in the banks, but globally, are waiting for the next piece of important data to work out, do we buy or sell US dollars, right? And that's what this is all about. So, and the way these things are set up at the moment, where euro is and sterling, Aussie and Kiwi, just focus on these four bottom pairs, they're ready to basically go up or down, right? This is fair value for these instruments right now. So whatever happens on the US CPI numbers can give us clear direction across all the pairs, right? So if you have come back through and have a look at the live signals, right, you've got a lot of things lining up, right? The forecast, Aussie, sterling, euro pairs, all very bullish. We're not getting the sort of matching signals or alerts with the current moves. And that's sort of to be expected, right? Now, the live signals and the game changer trading system, primarily a trending sort of trading tool, right? At the moment, we're waiting to see where the trend goes from here. So don't get discouraged at this stage. It's a matter of keeping your paint dry. Just wait for the opportunity. US CPI numbers later today will give us the answers. And in amongst that, right, if you're in the Australasia session, just check out the RBA. It's not going to be as easy as the US CPI numbers. US CPI, excuse me, is a number. The RBA interest rate cut is fully factored in, so it's going to come down to the press conference and/or statement for what happens next. But it looks like a slippery slope for the Aussie economy going forward. Right, excuse me. And then you can actually try and pull some pieces out of the claim account change and the German ZEW numbers. But really, the whole market is going to wait for the US CPI because it gives us all the answers we need. Excuse me. Coffee's not sort of given up yet. Now, today, the perfect trade setup, I'm just going to run through this, right? Really focusing on the pre-trade routine and how the live signals incorporates that pre-trade routine and then what it consists of. So you can work out, excuse me, the what the perfect trade setup is because you know what? We've got good technical setups at the moment. You put the US CPI numbers on top, we could have the perfect trade setup, right? You need to know what it looks like to identify it and then to trade it. All right, guys, have a good one. I'll get some cough medicine into me and we'll see how we go. All right, guys, have fun. Cheerio.